Hello, radiant soul of Leo. It is no coincidence that this message has reached you right now. Your inner fire is moving invisible forces, and the universe has decided to show you truths that have been hidden under veils of shadow for far too long. Even before the cards touched the table, a vibrant urgency was already felt, like a contained roar longing to be released. The first card that appears is the Moon, revealing a beginning filled with mystery and revelations. Around you, threads of envy, jealousy, and manipulations disguised as affection have been woven. You have carried tears that were not yours, emotions that were the poison of others, people trapped in their own emptiness who tried to extinguish your light. And yet, Leo, deep inside you always knew the truth, that those smiles hid knives, that those embraces carried chains, that those silences concealed betrayals. You were patient, noble, and your lion's heart chose to wait. Today, that nobility is being recognized by the universe. In the midst of this energy, I invite you to write in the comments, "I deserve light, justice, and peace on my path," because that is what is already making its way toward you. Does this resonate with you? Subscribe so you won't miss more messages like this, and activate the bell, because the revelations are only just beginning. The tarot also shows that those who tried to harm you today cry in silence. They feel the weight of their own chains. They crumble because they could not extinguish your fire. The second card that arises is the Tower, which does not come to frighten you, but to confirm what your intuition had already perceived. Something serious is happening, or is about to happen, in the lives of those who sowed against you. You did not ask for revenge, you asked for justice, but there are forces that do not understand compassion, only return. That return has already begun. I see a powerful downfall, an energetic collapse in a space where hatred was sown with intention. A woman with low energy, perhaps an ex-partner of someone close, a sister-in-law, or even a relative by marriage, faces an inevitable storm. Unexplained illnesses appear, anxiety attacks, uncontrolled emotions, and above all, the feeling that they are losing control of everything. That everything is you, Leo, because you are no longer trapped in their web. You do not react. You do not beg. You do not plead for understanding. You have broken the invisible thread that tied you to their drama, and that liberation drives them into despair. The tarot now strongly shows me the presence of the devil, accompanied by a clear warning. Yes, there were energetic works directed against you, attempts to dim your shine. This is not for you to fear, Leo, but for you to remain alert. Someone took your image, your essence, to a dark place, invoking forces they do not even understand. Driven by rage and envy at seeing you fall, seeing you extinguished, seeing your crown in pieces. But this stage is different. You no longer carry the weight of others' expectations, nor the shadow of those around you. The cards now reveal the world, a major arcana that announces not only the closing of a cycle, but the spiritual consecration of a soul that went through the unthinkable and came out victorious. What you once were has died, but not in the sense of loss. Your essence has been purified, liberated, returned to its original state. Without chains, without masks, without emotional ties. Something within you has changed forever, Leo. Your way of loving, of relating, even of facing pain is no longer the same. You no longer run from the wound. You recognize it, embrace it, and transform it. Every tear became liquid gold for your spirit, and every loss was a stepping stone toward your ascension. You have understood that emptiness cannot be filled with superficial company, but only with true purpose. That is why the universe now grants you a new contract, a new reality where you are the center, not from excessive ego, but from conscious worthiness. You have stopped being what others demanded and have begun to be what your soul came here to express. In this elevated vibration appears the Empress, symbol of fertility, creativity, and the expansion of life. If you feel that this message resonates with you, write in the comments, "I am ready to be reborn and to flourish in my truth." Remember, Leo, Your light always conquers darkness, and your path shines with the strength of your indomitable spirit. This card does not necessarily speak of a physical pregnancy, though it cannot be ruled out for those in a fertile period, but also of projects, ideas, and dreams that for a long time were gestating within you and now find the perfect environment to be born. What once seemed impossible due to lack of resources, support, or clarity now begins to materialize, almost as if by magic. But it is not magic, Leo. It is consequence. It is the result of the silent work you did when no one was watching, of the internal battles you fought in solitude, and of the deep healing you initiated from within. If you have felt the call to embark on a new path, to begin a study, to create something from scratch, this is your moment. Do not delay your expansion any longer out of fear of judgment or failure. Whatever you touch with honesty will flourish, because now you vibrate in complete alignment with abundance. The tarot also shows the energy of the Six of Cups, which speaks of an inner reconciliation. But be careful, this is not about going back to the past, but about healing it. Many times the soul returns to look at what once hurt, not to repeat it, but to understand it from a higher level of consciousness. You may dream of people from your past, remember painful episodes from your childhood, or feel that memories you thought were buried resurface. This is not to punish you, Leo, but for you to look upon what once hurt you with the new strength you now carry. Do not be afraid, Leo. All of this is part of the process. Your soul is cleansing its oldest archives, bringing hidden emotions to the surface so they can finally be released with love. Allow yourself to cry if necessary, because those tears are not weakness. They are medicine for your spirit. Speak with your past self. Caress your story without shame and without hiding it. Everything you lived made you the warrior of light you are today, but you no longer need to carry that emotional backpack. If this message touches your heart, write in the comments, "I embrace my past to create a future full of light." Because Leo, your path of healing and expansion is only just beginning, and the entire universe is conspiring in your favor. The forgiveness that now awakens within you is not toward others, but toward yourself. You forgive yourself for having remained silent so many times, for demanding more of yourself than you could give, for not protecting yourself when you most needed it. That forgiveness is sacred, and it marks the true beginning of your freedom. The tarot reveals the powerful energy of the Ten of Cups, which speaks of family healing and the possibility of forming a new clan. A network of true love arrives to support you. It may be a new partner, a chosen family, or a group of kindred souls who come with the right vibration. What you lost on the emotional plane is now being replaced by something much healthier, more stable, and more luminous. But remember, Leo, you are the pillar. This new structure rises upon your truth, not upon your need. That is why you must not accept emotional crumbs. Do not lower your vibration to fit into anyone's life. The right people will not need disguises to love you. They will arrive with clarity, with pure intention, with the ability to support you without draining your energy. And you will recognize them immediately, because your soul no longer tolerates what is false. You no longer fall into mirages, nor are you seduced by appearances. You are prepared for authentic, deep, and transparent bonds. Now justice appears, falling like a firm decree from above. Karmic debts are being settled. Energetic contracts that once sustained your pain are ending. But this card also reminds you that you must remain firm in your integrity. Yes, there will be temptations, people who will try to pull you out of your center, situations that will attempt to drag you back into chaos. But you are no longer that version of yourself that reacted without awareness. Now you choose your battles with wisdom. You know when to speak and when to remain silent. Justice asks you for balance. Do not seek revenge, but do not allow abuse either. Do not carry the crosses of others, but do not disguise yourself as a savior. Leo, you are your own judge. You decide what you allow and what you cut away. This is your internal tribunal, and the time has come to pass judgment on everything that no longer vibrates with you. Finally, the Magician card appears, and with it a powerful reminder. You already have everything you need to create your destiny. Do not search any longer outside of yourself. The power is already in your hands, in your voice, in your heart. The power is already in your hands. Clarity resides in your mind. Strength nests within your chest. Everything you project now from a pure intention will manifest quickly, but you must guard your thoughts. What you think is created. What you feel is magnetized. You are in a stage where manifestation is immediate. Use this gift responsibly. Declare what you desire. Write down your goals. Bless every step you take. Your word is a decree. Your intention is a key. Your energy is a map. Leo, this is your moment to be reborn and shine like never before. If this message resonated in your soul, leave your affirmation of power in the comments and share your experience, because your words also bring light to others. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so that each new message comes directly to you as a guide on your path of transformation. Your support is part of the energy we are creating together. And remember, every like, every comment, and every subscription is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to receive your abundance and your light.